So this guy is Big John Steele. He's a TikTok apologist, does like a lot of debate me bro type stuff on TikTok. And but he also does like regular videos too. Very condescending. I don't know. And he's got an attitude problem. I don't appreciate it really. No, he's whatever. He's he tries to be like logical and all that type of stuff. Planet Peterson, Eric from Planet Peterson swears that he's kind of knows what he's talking about sometimes, but he's also pretty dumb. That was according to Eric. Okay, that's what he said. So just saying, just throwing that out there. That's not from me. That's from him. All right, but yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm Brentley. This is the Monk Apostate. Let's go. Oh boy. All right. Like I said, so this one's about heaven being boring or like the problem of heaven. I which is kind of odd. I don't know if they have like the problem of heaven. I don't even know. I watched like a few minutes of this. I could see heaven having all sorts of logical problems if that's the direction that whoever it is he's responding to is going, and then we're going to respond to him after he's responded to the atheist. You know what? We'll just watch.
So this video is going viral. 300,000 likes. Where this atheist based.
It's funny. Like I said, like at first, when I first watched this, it was like, oh man, this video is going viral. 333,000. I'm like, that is nothing, man. Views? What is it? No likes. Oh, okay. No, that's that's fair. That's actually a lot. That's quite a few. The 300,000 likes. Wow.
Basically says heaven sounds boring, that it's meaningless, and it strips you of your identity. And honestly, this video gave me
literally all that. Yep, literally. I mean, according to the Bible or whatever, like if you're trying to be doctrinally sound, according to whatever doctrine you got, it doesn't, and there's a million of them. Never mind. What am I even saying?
Whiplash. 1 minute, it's why does God allow pain? But the next, if I can't feel pain, am I even me?
What?
So here's the problem. A lot of people are rejecting the Christian.
I mean, I get that one a lot. It's like, if I can't feel pain, are we even having sex? I mean, what are we doing here? Anyway, it's a
view of heaven. But they're not actually rejecting what the Bible teaches or church tradition teaches. They're rejecting a cartoon version of it. Some weird mix of Sunday school cliches and The Simpsons. In this video, we're breaking down the real theology of heaven, the actual Christian claim, and why every one of these TikTok arguments collapses under its own weight. You've heard of the problem evil, but get ready. We're about to confront the problem of heaven.
The problem of heaven. Nobody has free will. You don't get to be yourself, and you're basically just worshiping some deity for literal eternity. God, it sounds awful.
There are two different views of heaven that people believe. The first one is that you will be happy eternally worshiping God, singing hymns, bowing down on your knees, etc. Which, first of all, why would a loving God want or need eternal worship? Being stuck.
Oh my God, I'm so sick of that. Why would God want or need an eternal worship? Okay, well,
it's weird, man. What are you talking about? Oh, I hate this. I'm so tired of this. I would be too if I were you. You know why? Because it's something you got to contend with, that your God is a weirdo that doesn't know that needs people to like love him. Like he created everybody to extol him. He's like, yeah, tell me how great I am. You know what you should do? You should write some like really cheesy songs about me. Yeah, a bunch of them. Okay, yeah. And maybe use just keep using the same four chords. It doesn't matter. They're all just. But as long as it's about me, that's what you should do. Like, that's fucking weird. What the hell?
It's not about God, right? Why does everybody always assumes worship is about the person receiving the worship?
What? Yeah, you're right. It's not about the person receiving the worship. It's about the person not receiving what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Right? Like, listen. Okay, a lot of people worship musicians, So they worship the musician. Now the musician does get something out of it. They like being worshipped 100%. But are the people who are worshiping?
And you don't think that translates to God? You don't think that God also like loves being worshipped? You don't think that's how it works? Doesn't this guy come into our thing? Greg S. Isn't that anyway? But I lost track. Now I'm like looking at his audience going, do we know these people? Because anyway.
The musician getting nothing out of it? Do they find no joy or no purpose or no meaning? Did I say magician? Musician. Are getting nothing out of it? No, they're getting something out of it, right? When you worship something, you're worshiping it for your sake, not for the sake of the thing. So this idea that worship is only ever meant for the person receiving the worship is stupid. Is so stupid, because
you worship something so that you get something out of it. It's crazy how these people will just bend their brain into like logic pretzels so that they can make it like, no, it's not for God. God's not a fucking weirdo that like created people just to talk about how great he is because he's that insecure, apparently. It's not about that. No, it's fun for you. Yeah, it's a good time, telling somebody else how great they are all the time, writing songs, singing songs about them next to like angels with way too many eyes. No clue why they even have that many eyes. It says eyes looking at other eyes. Really? I mean, that's it. But
if that was the case, nobody would ever worship anything ever. You worship something for your sake.
I don't worship anything ever. I don't, because it's fucking weird. Who worships stuff, man? Don't worship stuff. Just be normal, okay? Just like stuff the appropriate amount.
You worship God for your sake, not for God's sake. I hate this argument. It's so dumb. Why does God need worship? There's me being condescending. Well, she can't hear me.
That was terrible. Okay, it was a terrible impression. You didn't even inflect it right. You didn't have any lisp. That feminine, like a feminine lisp. It sucked. Be better. Big John. Big John. My God. Okay.
With billions of people bowing down a gazillion times forever and ever doesn't sound fun to me. The second view that people
that's a form of worship, but that's not what worship is, bro. I feel like people just take these ideas that are not in the Bible, not in church history, and they just run with it. Show me one verse or church father that says all of heaven is just bowing down. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's all it is. Show me one verse or one church father.
Wait, what? Hold on. Sorry. I got distracted.
Verse or church father that says all of heaven is just bowing down. Just yes, Lord.
Why the hell would I care what some church father says? Like, what about what the Bible says? Doesn't the Bible say that that's how it's going to be?
Yes, Lord. That's all it is. Show me one verse or one church father that says this.
Okay, I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure there are verses, I want to say, in Revelation, where they talk about the eternal worship of Jesus at the right hand of the Father in heaven for eternity. I feel like that is definitely in the Bible, but I don't know.
have is that heaven has similar settings and objects as earth does, like golden roads and gorgeous beaches, and you can do whatever you want forever. But that's the problem. You can do whatever you want forever. Forever is a concept that cannot even be imagined by humans. Imagine the length of the entire time you've been alive. Now multiply that by 1 billion. Now multiply that by 1 trillion. And that is not even a snap compared to eternity. You can read every book ever written an unlimited amount of times. I could paint every painting that could possibly exist. But will you meaningfully enjoy doing any of it? You can do every possible thing ever,
That sounds great to me.
Yeah, but she also kind of
Wait, what was it?
entire time you've been alive. Now multiply that by 1 billion. Now multiply that by 1 trillion. And that is not even a snap compared to eternity. You can read every book ever written an unlimited amount of times. I could paint every painting that could possibly exist. But will you meaningfully enjoy doing any of it? You can do every possible thing ever,
That sounds great to me.
Yeah, but she also kind of took the first point, threw it away, made the second point, and completely got lost in the sauce. The first point is the point. You spend an eternity worshiping God. God is infinite. Which
Yeah, we know. That's it's like that fixes it. That's why it's not boring, because of the infiniteness of God. So yeah.
means you are never going to find an end to him. You will never find an end. Everything will always
Is that what we're looking for? We're like, well, well, like as long as God has an end to him, then we'd be fine. Is that what you think? Like, what the fuck?
be new. There will always be something new to find, always something new to be. You're also, big part that she's missing, you're going to be a new creation. The reason right now we crave death, and this is something that we do crave, is because we have finite bodies that are not meant to exist for eternity. We are meant to exist for a finite period of time. We're going to be.
It's so stupid to say, I'm sorry, but like it's the dumbest thing ever for a Christian to sit here and say, yeah, they crave death. That's it. They just, you know, they love that death stuff so much. Like nobody craves death, dude. Like that's just not a thing that happens. That's why religions exist, is because people are trying to rationalize their way out of death existing. You know, the being an end to their existence. People don't want to not exist. They want to keep existing, typically, right? It's so crazy, man.
Be a new creation that's going to have no concept of time. You're going to be in heaven for you don't know how long. You'll be like, oh, has it been an hour or has it been 10 billion years? You're going to have no concept of this.
Heaven is
right?
a
So you're just
half-pipe.
presupposing a whole lot of things, which again is not in the Bible.
That's right. So George said, "Heaven is a half pipe." Oh wait, that's that song. I remember that. Oh my gosh, that's a wow. That is good. That brought back memories, dude. Holy shit, forgot all about that. Wow. Huh. Anyway,
Bible, not in church tradition
again.
by any means.
Which tradition, man? There's like a bajillion of them. Okay, like it's so strange when they're like, "Oh, that's not even in the doctrine at all." It's like, yeah, not yours, but there's like thousands of denominations and different interpretations of different doctrines of different denominations of different religions. But how's everybody doing? Doing all right? Feeling good? Good. Y'all were looking good, you know, especially you. Hey. That's what cool guys do. Plus my eyebrows, they get all weird, and then I look like some Tim Burton character, you know. It's like, anyway, so I got to do that a lot. Who won today? Let's see. Well, this is showing that Drusilla won. Is that true? Because I feel like a lot of times when I post it early, there's something else. I mean, there's somebody else that gets it like 12 hours early, and then YouTube like deletes it. Yep, Pandora's Pinata. That's funny. Pandora's Pinata was first, and then Drusilla was second. Unless, it could be that the poll is in the way. Yeah, I might just be looking at it because the poll is in the way. Anyway, and then JEIL said, "Oh, what? No, I'm sorry. That sucks." Yeah, Kevin, did you hear about Ozzy? What the hell? I thought that guy would live forever, dude. I mean, you know, he snorted a line of ants, and then he lived past to like 60, which is just insane. You'd think anybody that could say they've done that at any point in time, they should have not lived past, what's the age where your body just gives out? 27. That's right. That's like the 27 club. It's like usually when you're a rock star doing that kind of lifestyle, 27's like about where your body just like, all right, we can't do it anymore. Your heart's just like, fuck you, I'm out. But he lasted a lot longer. It's crazy. Anyway, that's wild. How's everybody else doing? Doing okay? Oh, who else we got here? Let me see. We have got it's just at the top. Let's see. 20 go to 10. How you doing? 20 go to 10. Doing all right? Hey gang. What's up? We are a fucking gang, aren't we? Cool kind, like a cool gang, like a punker gang, which is way better than biker gangs. Those are lame, dude. Anyway, we got Ryan. Hey Ryan, how we doing? Hey yo. Got Brent. It's still so awkward to say that. Hey Brent, because that's it's my name. Anyway, his guy is a Canadian fascist Christian nationalist. He wants a theocracy. Who's got my guy? Whose guy? Like, what do you? his guy, the guy that we're watching, is he a Christian nationalist? I don't know much about Big John Steele, to be honest. I just thought he was like a Christian apologist, debate me, bro. Like wannabe logic bro kind of dude. But that, again, I don't know much about him, to be honest. Let's see who else we got. Andrew, how we doing, dude? Doing all right? Good. It's good to see you. Oh yeah. Let's see. We got Jordan. How we doing, Jordan? Hey. We got Miss Non Sequitur. Wait, what was that? Book about to say heaven is a half. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Hey, punks. And we've got. Let's see who else we got here. That might be it. Let me see. Oh, Joe Dirt. Blood cult. That's always appropriate in this chat. You can just type. I'm just gonna put blood cult, and it doesn't matter what we're talking about. We're like, yeah, fucking blood cults, man. What the hell? But all right. And we got I bet you Stanhope. What's up, Damien? How you doing, man? Black Fat Flag has a new. They have a whole new lineup. They have like a whole new band. It's crazy. Yeah, go check it out. I don't know how they're still Black Flag. Maybe because they got the approval of the band to be like that band again. They're like reincarnated us. I don't know how it works, but you never heard about that? Giselle's like, he snorted. What? He snorted a line of ants. Yeah. He was like partying, doing a bunch of stuff that you snort. And he's like, I will do that line of ants that won't say. I can't do his accent. Sounds really weird when I try. And then he did in the line of ants, and I'm pretty sure his sinuses exploded just fully. Probably had to go get that fixed at like a sinus doctor or something. Chrissy, how you doing? What's up? Midwest heat wave. Oh, I know. Well, I'm in Florida. We just constantly have one of those. It's not, it's just a constant heat wave. But all right, here we go. Sucks. God, it's so hot right now. Like we get these warnings, like these advisories, and it's always they're like, make sure you don't go outside for more than 20 minutes at a time and drink lots of water. And that's like right when the boss is like, okay, I'm going to need you to use the weed eater on the whole place. And you're like, what? But did just try not to pass out. Get on it. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Trillions of times, and that won't even be a fraction of forever. A millionth of a second is equivalent to 1,000,000 years, because in eternity there is no such thing as time. All right, next thing. In heaven, and I quote, there shall be.
Well, I mean, infinity is not. I mean, it literally goes on forever. There is no. You're like, oh, that's equal. Whenever people do that, we're like, oh, 1,000,000 years is equal to a like a half a millisecond or whatever. No, it's not. Like, it's infinite. There's nothing equal. It just literally goes on forever. It's not even like a numerical value, really. It's just a concept that we made up that just means never ending, just constantly going. It's and it's basically unfathomable and uncalculable. Like that Dillinger Escape Plan album, right?
She just said it. It's going to be so long. It's going to take forever. Imagine going 1,000,000 upon 1,000,000 upon 1,000,000 years, because in eternity, there's no such thing as time. That's a contradiction. You just said that it's an infinite amount of time, and then you said there's no such thing as time. And you said the problem is there's going to be too much time and you're going to get bored of things. But then in the next sentence, you said there's no such thing as time. Which one is it? You can't have both.
No more death.
Really? That's what you're isolating on? That's pretty funny. And it's like, oh, she's trying to describe something that's obviously indescribable, man. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, she's saying there is no time. She's saying, like, yeah, because time is kind of just infinite, man. And so to you, it'd be like time's not even a thing. It's just you in this fucking place worshiping some weirdo with eye monsters forever. Yeah, sucks.
Nor sorrow, nor crying, nor pain. Let's say your passion on earth was, random example, basketball. What meaning can basketball have if you can't?
I swear to God, if she brings up the defeater argument as a problem, I'm going to do 10 backflips and kick a hole through the wall. I swear she's going to do it. Watch.
What is it? The what?
God, I swear to God, if she brings up the defeater argument as a problem, I'm going to do 10 backflips and kick a hole through the wall.
What's the defeater argument? I don't know that one.
I swear she's going to do it. Watch.
Can't fail at it. If you make the shot every time, it is no longer special. There is no
She did it. She did it. She 100% did it. She did it. Every atheist out there I've ever argued with. Why do we hurt? Why is there pain and suffering? Why?
You got to stop doing the voices. Okay. It's painful. It's painful for people that actually, maybe work on doing voices and actually put some effort into it. Fucking sucks.
Why do we feel bad about things? Why do I cry when my wife says that I'm a little chunky? Right? Like, why do all these things happen? Why is there sadness? I would prefer an egalitarian point of view. And then what's her argument? What is her argument? What does she just say? She just said, hey, everything loses meaning if you can't lose at things, if you can't suffer, if you can't do these things, there is no meaning to it. That's what she literally just said that. She used the problem of evil, flipped it on its head and called it the problem of heaven. My goodness, freaking Lord.
Let's say, I don't know exactly what she's getting at, but I mean, I guess if you're just, if you're always awesome at everything, then that would be, you kind of not want to, because here's the thing about humans. We like to do stuff that's hard. We constantly are challenging ourselves to like do things that are difficult. And then when we accomplish it, it feels good. That's why we have these stupid puzzles that we're just like flipping through on our phone, because we get this like dopamine rush when we get the whole word puzzle done or whatever, and then we like to continuously challenge ourselves to be different. That's why you have like a lot of growth when it comes to like YouTube channels and stuff like that. You'll see like channels getting, I want to try to do this now, that I got bored with trying to do all that. So it's such a normal human thing to expect people to have an issue like that with heaven, where you're just like, nah, you've made it. Now there's no more trying to do. You won the universe. Okay, so now you can just nothing. You can just worship a weirdo with eye monsters forever. That's it. That's what you got. Okay, and you're gonna love it too. It's gonna be super fun. I don't think it would be, but whatever.
These freaking atheists cannot be consistent about anything ever. Anything ever. Oh, God hurts people and we're all sad. Oh, but the problem with heaven is we're not going to be sad anymore. What?
Oh my God. I feel like there's a little bit of context missing from that. Those are like two different problems and they're both pretty valid if you ask me, but whatever.
Like,
it's because their beliefs are just so absurd and like just nonsensical that they think like they all go together perfectly. But yeah, the problem of evil is kind of a different thing than heaven being boring. Like I don't understand how those two things matter at all. But it is kind of funny though, because it's almost like God sucks. Their interpretation of what they think their God is sucks in like multiple directions. Like it's when it's good, it's too good because it's dumb. It's like so good that it's dumb and boring and sucks. But then when he's bad, he's so bad it's disgusting, evil, and he sucks. Like it's just he just sucks at everything, dude. Like it just because he both sucks at like making things good for people and making things bad for people doesn't mean that it's a contradiction. It just means that your God sucks.
Pain or disappointment from missing a shot, so what is the meaning? Also, materialistic things like fancy cars and diamonds would mean absolutely nothing because everybody has an unlimited supply of everything. People are going to say, but
who says you get fancy cars and diamonds?
There's no
the Bible. You don't remember the part about the Escalades? We all get an Escalade. Oprah comes down. She's like, you get an Escalade. You got an Escalade.
Sadness, so it wouldn't bother you. But then is that really me? And that leads me to the next thing. How can you be
She's gonna bring up the problem of free will, but flip it on its head. She's gonna bring up the problem of free will now, but flip it on its head.
perfect and happy all the time and still be yourself? Who are you without your sadness? Are your sad memories erased? Your memories are a part of who you are. It's almost
She did too. Problem of free will.
I feel like this dude, you watched this ahead of this. Shut up, okay? You don't do like I do. Quit pretending. You watched this whole damn thing, and now you're going, she's going to bring this up. I know it. I know. And she did. I have not watched this beforehand, honey. I swear to God, do not tell anybody that I actually watched this like 4 seconds ago. Dude, but man, I knew it. I can call this stuff, as long as I watch it ahead of time and then pretend like I didn't.
Flipped it on its head. The whole argument that Christians give all the time. Why did they put the garden? Why did they put the tree in the garden? If God didn't want us to do evil things, God obviously planned us to do evil things. Well, if you exist in heaven and you don't have the option to do evil things, do you have free will? Are you even you anymore?
Dude, but okay. Why didn't God just start out with the heaven thing then, man? And just make it that? Like, why did he have to go through all this stupid shit? What is this whole thing for? You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, it's just so dumb. And a lot of it is just like, yeah, your God's just irrational, man. Like the God belief that you've got just makes absolutely no sense in like multiple directions. And as long as you decide never to question it, well, then it, you know, everything makes sense all the time. You're like, oh, I'm actually not allowed to ask those questions. So I don't, you know, as long as you don't think about it, don't, you know, it's, hey, God knows stuff that we don't. He's on such a higher plane of smartness that the reasons are just awesome. I just don't know what they are, you know, but he does. And I've just got faith that they're good ones.
What?
Bro. You sound like a 12-year-old on Twitch.
Every argument I've had with atheists, this has got 304,000 likes. So don't tell me this is a unique, special viewpoint. Don't tell me that. Don't come at me and say this is a unique, special viewpoint. And that's just.
Stop doing the voice. I swear to fuck. Do the voice one more goddamn time. John. Big John. Not even that big, man. Stupid. Everything about you stupid.
It doesn't represent all 304,000 views.
Fucking curly Q in your hair. God, just shut up.
It's a significant amount of people. Bro, the whole thing, everybody, all the time. God's a bad guy because he put the tree in the garden, gave them the option to do evil. And then she's flipping it on the head right now and saying, well, if I don't have the option to do evil or feel sadness, am I even me anymore?
That wasn't what she. Okay, my goodness, it's like you've isolated on exactly the wrong thing. She was saying if you don't have your memories and stuff, and if you don't have the memories of like your experiences and stuff, are you even you? And the answer is no, you're not. You're something that can't remember how life was before, so you're just not anything really. You're just a nobody that doesn't even know that they were somebody before or something. I don't know. But there's no way where it makes sense and sounds like it's not just you got mind wiped. Like you got flashy things by Will Smith on the way in or some shit.
I can't do it with these atheists, bro. They will never be satisfied. No matter what answer you give them, they will always.
And you're always satisfied, man. Stop being satisfied. Okay? Stop being like, I'm just going to decide that it's always perfect. And I just stop thinking. That's it. You know, God, perfect. Everything's great. Stop thinking. Don't ask questions. It's all perfect. Of course, he put what are you talking about? Of course, he put the woman made of a rib in the garden with the demon snake. Where else was he supposed to put the demon snake? I mean, and not the torture dimension that he literally made for him. But I'm like, where else besides that? You know, he just forgot about that. That's all.
Find a problem. Always find a problem. They're looking for problems.
Yeah, because they're everywhere, man. They're all through that shit. Because it was written by like sheep herders, you know, in the Iron Age.
Nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. Nonsensical.
It is. Yep. Your Bible. Yeah. There's a talking donkey in there, man. Did you know that?
Buffoonery.
I'm telling you. Dude believes in a talking donkey and he's calling atheists buffoonery. Atheist beliefs. Buffoonery. Yeah, atheist beliefs.
Buffoonery.
Say you can look back at your sad memories without being sad. If I don't feel sadness looking back at sad memories, that means either my brain has been altered or the memories have been altered. Let's say your whole family makes it to heaven. If everyone is perfect, are there arguments or disappointments? And if not, is that really your family? If I can't have a disagreement with my mom, is she really my mom?
Were you gonna say something?
I almost feel like she is kind of thinking about this a little bit too much. Yeah, heaven doesn't make sense. It's all right. That's all. You don't have to go through all day. But I do like that it's kind of driving him crazy. Never mind. You know what? Think about it more. You know, drive him as crazy as you possibly can because it's just kind of fun to watch.
That's just a weird point.
Oh, I need to be able to fight with my family for them to actually be my family.
Doesn't make any sense. Are they not your family when you're not fighting?
And you're just assuming there'd be things that you'd want to disagree about. That's another thing that you're assuming. And again, you're throwing away this whole idea.
What's up, John? John said, "Hey, good to see you, Bradley. I've been listening to Punk Rocker by the by the Teddy Bears for a week. Jay Spatkook. I can't say that. That's not because it's hard or anything. I just can't. I don't know what's wrong with it. Sent it to me, and now it's turned into a brain. Oh, brain worm. Got it. I was like, it's turned into a brain. How the hell did it? No, it's awesome. I'll have to check that out, man. Sounds like it'd be a good song. I like what the song seems to be about. Most likely, I don't know. It could be one of those weird songs where the name has like nothing to do with, but it's probably not. Anyway,
That once again, you are a new creation. You are no longer you. You're right. Am I even me anymore?
Oh, you got there. You're no longer you. Well, you're right about that part. Okay, but you're stupid. It's good though. It's good that you're not you. You suck.
No, you're going to be new. You're going to be different. You're going to be a new creation.
What's up, Kent? How we doing, man? Doing all right?
You're assuming that the God of the universe is going to put you in a certain stance or certain state that's not appealing to you, right? No, he knows you. He created you. He created you for this thing specifically. That's why it's going to be good, because you're meant to do it. You're meant to worship God for eternity.
And why didn't he just start with that, man? What is this whole testing ground shit, man? Like what is all of this for? Like it makes no sense. And what were the dinosaurs for? I really want to know that one, because we didn't even get to see them. It kind of sucks, really.
That's what you're designed for. And you're like, I don't like it and I don't want to. Okay, well, guess what? If you
Good job on not doing the voice this time. Appreciate it. Thank you. I think you can. It's like you can hear me.
don't want it, God says, fine. You don't have to have it. Then he sends you to hell, where you get all those things, where you get to be you get to suffer. You get to have pain. You're going to find all your meaning and purpose there. But why would God send this to hell? No, what atheists want. This is what atheists want. I'm going to tell you exactly what atheists want. Look,
Tell me what I want. Do it. I want it. I want to know what I want.
look, I know. Listen,
Eye to eye, buddy. I get it. I do that a lot too. So it's,
atheists want God to look at everybody's individual mind and cater exactly to everything that they want and they desire very specifically, and give no differences. Every person gets to create and invent their own heaven. And you know what would happen if everybody got to do that? They would all be miserable. Every single one of them.
If you got to create your own reality and have your own heaven, everybody would be miserable. Why would that be? Because like what's some kind of fucking wishmaster situation where like you wish for something in your heaven reality and that is, and then you just didn't think about it in a certain way. You're like, oh, I didn't think it'd be, and it turns you into like being admired. You like want heaven is like being admired or something, and so you're like, I want to make a universe where I'm going to be admired, and then you're a statue. You can't even move. Because they tricked they didn't think it through. You got to be more specific. That's the thing with those wish type of situations there.
I would want this, and they'd realize it's not fulfilling, because you are not meant to be your own God. That is literally what caused the fall. Is y'all wanted to be your own God, wanted to make your own decisions, and that's what caused all the suffering that you're going through now.
That's like because you just want to be your own God. Shut the fuck. What does that even mean, man? Like because we think for ourselves. That's really what it is. Oh, now you can't just be manipulated by me with the little like do what I say and think what I want you to think. Otherwise, you're going to be tortured for all eternity. It only happens after you die, so you can't check. But believe my thing, and you guys aren't even you're not even being manipulated by that. You're thinking for your own God. That's what that is. Okay,
and you still are begging God to do that, and God says, "Fine, go ahead." That's literally my concept of hell. This is the C.S. Lewis concept of hell. God gives you over to your own desires, everything that you ever wanted, and it causes you suffering. I just don't get these atheists anymore. Yeah. Prenham came in with $5, says, this is just a bunch of garbage, presuppositions without presenting a real argument based. They're incapable of
based. God, he is like a 12-year-old. a 12-year-old on Twitch.
Internal critiques. Impossible to actually give an internal critique. They invent a straw man every single day of the week. Every single day.
I
No,
just like
that she's just thinking more deeply about like what the reality would actually be like in heaven, and then going, here's why I wouldn't like that. I don't. It's just because you get mad about that, because she's just like pointing out how stupid and boring your heaven would be, and you get mad. You would love it, okay? I mean, not you, because you wouldn't be you anymore, but like the you that's not you anymore would fucking love it, mainly because you'd have to, because he just, makes your brain love everything.
this comment from Lawful Good. It says, why would she want to be arguing with her family for eternity?
Based.
Maybe that's fun. You literally debate on TikTok constantly, and yet you're judging her for wanting to have an actual conversation with their family. That's a disagreement.
If my brother doesn't annoy me sometimes, is he really my brother? In heaven, everything we say or do has to be completely moral and good as to not cause suffering or sin. Everyone would have to have the same opinions on everything.
It's funny you said that. Ms. Don-Sequitur said, I think that first comment was for him and not the atheist. Yeah, I think so. Hold on. What was it again? Let me go back, because that was pretty funny. This is just a bunch of garbage presuppositions without presenting a real argument. Av Christus Rex. Yeah, it almost seems like it is, right? Like that, just like, because he's not providing any arguments. He's like, stupid. You just like don't like doing like a terrible voice, for the girl, because it's what an idiot. How, like, come on, like, just practice doing a voice, like record it a little bit, and alter. You can play it with. Oh my god, fucking the voice thing really does bother me. It's just
Based. They're incapable of internal critiques. Impossible to actually give an internal critique. They invent a straw man every single day of the week. Every single day.
I just like this
Okay.
comment from Lawful Good. It says, why would she want to be arguing with her family for eternity?
Based.
yeah, based. Good god, dude, what the?
Based.
And he repeated it. What are you doing, dude? You only get one base per stream, dude. Stop.
If my brother doesn't annoy me sometimes, is he really my brother? In heaven, everything we say or do has to be completely moral and good as to not cause suffering or sin. Everyone would have to have the same opinions on everything. And if
No.
So people can disagree in heaven. We can debate. We can argue. We can, because, I mean, that why would there be any debate? There would be, what would we be debating about? There'd be nothing. Like, everybody would already know everything. So like there'd be no way, there'd be nothing like unknown for us to even talk about. God, what a boring dude. It really, the more I'm thinking about it, the more she's right.
Why? Why does everybody got to have the same opinions on everything?
Because you can't disagree with each other. You can't get angry at each other. You can't like, what are you talking about, man? Like, if it's heaven, you only get happy, positive emotions. That's it. Like, and so disagreeing and arguing and debating, like, that would be a thing of the past. That wouldn't exist. And because everybody would already know everything, right?
Why can't people disagree? Like, there's literally a council of gods in the Bible that discuss how to rule over earth. Lowercase g gods, everyone relax. Lowercase.
What? Oh, lowercase. Okay, thank you. No, that's good. All right. What? There's a God has a council of gods. He's got like the council of Ricks, but it's Jesus, bunch of Jesuses. Is that what it is?
Is G. These would be angels. We call them angels. But they
So you misspoke. Did his chat like even freak out or anything, or is he just like so used to getting yelled at for stuff like that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call them all gods. I meant angels was the word. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, God. I do repent right now for saying gods instead of angels. I am so sorry. Everybody out there, I repented. Are we cool? Are we good? You're right. I probably will go to hell for that one, but I'm just going to feel guilt about it and go and maybe stack some chairs at a church and that'll make it better, I think, maybe.
Literally gather and discuss things. They're existing in heaven. That's what they're doing. And they have discussions and they do things and they participate in creation. There's just so many logical leaps here that have no basis. Again, nothing.
Hers are the logical leaps? That wasn't the logical leap, dude. They're fucking angels that are like, what, a council of creation angels that God like appeals to or whatever. There's no logical leaps there. That's totally logical. Like, that is a valid and sound argument for angels and creation.
Nothing in scripture says anything that she said. No, nobody in church history has ever said anything that she says. She's making all these logical conclusions because she got all of her ideas of God from The Simpsons. Not
What?
specifically The Simpsons. I'm just saying it's TV, but you get the idea.
How? What? Like, I've heard, like, most of the stuff she's saying is just based on it's infinite, you're there forever, and there is no sadness. There's, God wipes away every tear. There's no anger. There's no bitterness. There's no anything be it like that because it's heaven. That's what she's basing it on. That is in the Bible. And she's just thinking about it a little bit more thoroughly than you clearly ever have.
View of paradise is different. How can we all be in the same place? To me, paradise would be hanging out on the beach with my loved ones. To somebody else, their paradise might be the world being made of.
Would your I love one
Jello? I hope she's going with Jello because I think a Jello world would be pretty fun. Really, especially if you could if they're like giant cubes that are just jiggling all over, and then you can run at it, and then there's a trampoline, right? And you jump on the trampoline, go straight into the middle of a giant Jello cube, and you just get to sit in there. Oh my God, that would be my heaven right there.
have to be fighting with you on the beach?
Yeah. You wrestle. You never wrestled?
Her loved ones. What if their paradise is
I
not?
don't wrestle my loved ones, but I mean, I do wrestle. I mean, I love them in a different kind of way, if you know what I mean. Jesus. And if you want to wrestle with and stuff with the people that you love that kind of way, go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley, Brently, at checkout. Get your butt some stuff. All right, here we go.
Not hanging out with her on the beach.
This is funny. Pates came in with $2.99. Says it's not a vape. Ha ha ha. They're saying this is my Dean crash out. It's not a vape. I think he was trolling though. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah,
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. I know that Dean kid. Well, he's taking a lot of heat lately, I don't know. But something about it being a vape. Okay. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat can clear this up. What do you think? Left-handed Jedi, what is he talking about? What is this vape thing going on? Left-handed Jedi knows all this stuff. They're really into Dean, right, Lefty?
she's like, my heaven is sitting on a beach with my loved ones. But then she made a whole bunch of problems earlier in the video saying, I need to fight with my loved ones for them to really be me. She's contradicting her own viewpoints as she goes through this video. This is insane.
Of ice cream that never
How does that contradict itself? What?
melts and never goes bad. Your view of paradise could be being in your favorite video game or movie. What if your view of paradise is wanting to help others, but nobody needs?
She's literally saying what I said that all atheists want. All atheists want to be able to build and create their own. They want Minecraft heaven. They want Minecraft heaven. They want to build up.
It's an infinite God. Why can't he provide that, dude? Like, why couldn't it be that everybody gets their own Minecraft heaven? Or just infinite adventures in the land that you create to have adventures in. Now that would be a fun heaven.
And invent their own version of paradise. and they're gonna realize, listen.
Well, it's better than like it's so sad because it's like the way they think. They're like you just invent your own version of what you think you would enjoy. No. You don't know what you would enjoy, okay? I know what everybody should enjoy, okay? And I just allow somebody else's paradise to be mine because I don't have any freedom to think at all. So Is, you know, I need my happiness prescribed to me from somebody else. Jesus Christ.
Listen, Minecraft's a good game. Play for eternity, right? You get to do whatever you want, right? Or you could do what God had literally created you to do. Like, do you honestly think God created you, the creator of the universe? And I could hear it right now, but you got to prove that God exists.
I mean, yeah, that'd be job one, but we're kind of just granting that for the sake of argument.
It's an internal critique. Do you honestly think that the creator of the universe would make you in a state that you're not going to find joy and fulfillment?
Well, I don't know, man. He made us in a state where people were owned by other people as property, getting beat to shit and packed on fucking boats like they were sardines. Like, you know, 25% of them just dying on the way over there. Yeah, he let all that shit happen. So why the fuck would I trust, if your God actually existed, it doesn't, that he wouldn't do that in heaven too? He's kind of a liar, man. Like, read your book.
Doing what you were created to do. Like, you're the worshiping God, the part that you're like, that doesn't sound like it's for me.
Hey, Joe, what's going on, man? How we doing? Kentucky Atheist is here. Hell yeah. Seen a lot of videos from your Ark Park protest. Hell yeah. Fight the power, you know. Fight that young earth creationist fucking power.
It's literally what you're made for. That's like saying, water's not for me. I don't want water. It's not.
A lot of people say that, actually. Yeah. And it's soda. Okay. Soda is what's for me, you know.
For me. I'm not going to
That's why we have so many teeth problems in this country.
drink it. You're meant to drink water, right? You're going to.
In Britain, it's the inbreeding. That's a different situation. It's not because of the soda. That's a totally different. It was just the inbreeding.
Prosper and be better drinking water. You're going to prosper and be better being with God.
I'm sorry, British people watching. I didn't, it was, you know, that was bad. Can we strike that? Let's strike that. Kevin, yeah, cut that joke about this. Yeah, that was kind of racist against British people. What do you mean you can't be racist against? You know what? Never mind. Just
water's not for me. I don't want water. It's not for me. I'm not going to drink it. You're meant to drink water, right? You're going to prosper and be better drinking water. You're going to prosper and be better being with God.
The irony of this is hilarious because there are so many people like, I fucking hate water. I like it as long as I can squeeze my little fucking drink, my whatever it is, my flavor spray, whatever. I never know. How much are you supposed to squirt in those things? I feel like I get it wrong every time. Is it just like how I always squirt for a while? Like, whoa! I'm like, wow, they need some kind of like limiter or something that makes it so you can't just keep squeezing it. But I don't know.
You're designed to do.
Back to the memories thing. Do we remember anything that happened on Earth? Will we remember our friends and family members who didn't make it to heaven? There is no pain and sorrow, so even if I did remember them, I wouldn't be able to miss them or have empathy for them. Let's say a mother.
It's like, I am so tired of this one too. Yeah, because you have nothing. You have no explanation for this sort of thing, right? You just buy it all. You just buy all that bullshit without any question because, hey, it's your doctrine, man. Because the church father said that it was true a while ago, so you're just still on it.
Did she just not say like 2 seconds ago that she wanted pain and sorrow?
Mother goes to heaven and her daughter goes to hell. She either would remember her but not be able to feel sad about.
No, she didn't say she wanted it. She said, would it be you, man? Because your experiences make you who you know, goddamn it.
Her being in excruciating pain forever in the pits of fiery.
Who says she doesn't have the ability to?
What?
Whoever made that claim that you do not have the ability to do it, right? It's a very possible thing that because of the type of creation that you are, you learn how to grieve better. You learn how to grieve better.
You grieve better? Yeah, you grieve more pleasantly in heaven, right? Knowing that your loved ones are being tortured for all eternity, but you grieve funly. You know, it's just
you become a new creation that is sanctified, that can be at peace with the idea of loss.
God,
so there's this idea.
Cat attack. How we doing? What's going on? So my boss is in his 50s and hasn't drunk water. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. And hasn't drank water since he was 11. Only drinks Pepsi. Does he have any teeth at all? Is that how does he do that? Are they all metal or something? Like, what is he? Jesus Christ.
It's like, okay, why won't you suffer in heaven? And the idea goes like this. It's not because you have this inability to suffer. So, for example, imagine that you touch a hot stove as a kid. You burned your hand. Ouch, that hurt. You learn down the road what?
Better voice, but I still don't like it.
What'd you learn, Abby?
Don't touch hot stoves.
Okay, Abby, when's the last time you intentionally touched a hot stove?
I don't think I ever have.
It's like, this doesn't really work on me. Okay. I think I could figure it out because I got kind of close one time and I was like, that would probably hurt if I touched it like a full, I could feel it from here. So I'm actually gonna.
Okay, did you learn not to touch a hot stove?
Yeah.
You could just tell somebody not to do that. That's it. You don't have to do anything further, really. You can just say.
Okay.
You're kind of hurting your point. I get it.
Do you think you're ever going to touch a hot stove intentionally?
So
No,
stupid.
Why?
because it will hurt.
Because you know that. So you are now a creation that understands that touching a hot stove hurts. So you never touch the hot stove. So is it logically possible that you eventually become a creation that learns how to deal with pain and suffering in such a way that you no longer deal with pain and suffering?
In a world where there's infinite fucking magic, anything's logically possible, man. Like, oh God, is it logically possible? Well, yeah, you have a fucking infinite God that can do whatever the hell he wants, man. Anything's logically possible when you have fucking magic that makes all illogical things logical now.
It's not the fact that you just cannot do it or it's impossible. It's that you become a thing, a being that grieves properly.
I ain't called a being, a human being. I don't know why that cracks me up so much when people pronounce human being like human being.
That understands loss properly, that understands how to move forward properly, that understands not how to do things that cause pain and suffering. This is a virtue ethicist. It's not the idea that we're all going to agree and get along and do things. It's just that you all become beings that understand that you need to seek out the greatest possibility of what is good. And therefore, because of this process of sanctification, you remove all suffering.
You just said it's not that you can't do anything wrong. It's just that you understand how to be good so good that then everybody's just incapable of not being good. What are you not getting about this? It's like, what the
What if the only
You're
bad
just making stuff up, man.
thing the daughter ever did was just not go to church? Rules are rules, so she gets forever tortured.
Show me the rule. Show me the rule. Show me the scripture that says if you don't go to church, you go to forever torture land. These freaking TikTok atheists are the bane of my existence. And so one of the reasons
If you don't go to church, I mean, if you're not a Christian, dude, I'm pretty sure that's what she's referring to, right?
I stopped doing response videos because
Because you kind of suck at it. I mean, let's be real. You're not really providing a whole lot. You're just getting mad that she says the things that, let's face it, you knew she was going to say because you watched this ahead of time. But then you're pretending that you just are that good that you know everything she's going to say.
How long have we been responding? This is a 4-minute video, and we probably been responding to it for what, 20 minutes now? And if I was to
You're going on 17. But, almost there.
make a response video to this and upload it to TikTok, on TikTok, it would take, you can only upload 10 minutes. And because she's just spouting a whole bunch of nonsense.
Who sits there and goes for on TikTok? You can go for 10 minutes. Do people make 10-minute long videos on TikTok? Who the hell sits there for 10 minutes? Like, my thumb would flick just at a pure, this is TikTok. We got to flick. Like,
I got to pause it every 5 seconds and mention all the problems with it. This literally is.
you haven't mentioned any. You've just said that she's not, the no church father ever said that. And she's making heaven up, a version of it. Even though we all know, we've talked to the Christians that have described heaven exactly the way she is responding to,
This is one of the reasons I stopped doing response videos on TikTok, because it became impossible to deal with their freaking gish gallops. Because they mentioned so many things. I have to put out 3 videos to go over every single point that they make. And if I don't address every single point that they make, someone in the comments says, you didn't mention this part. You obviously,
oh my God, really, man.
she's right about that and you're wrong about it. It's like, bro.
And then he just stops doing the voice halfway. It's like he can hear it in his head, like, and it's but that's it's anyway. But anyway, that is Jesus.
You ain't gonna watch no 20-minute 2-part video on TikTok. It's not gonna happen. I've tried it. I did it with Dan McClellan. I made 2 10-minute videos with Dan McClellan as a response to him. It got no views. None. But when I did my one part,
Why are you responding to Dan McClellan? Like, because he's the guy that would actually know about a lot of this shit. And yet, what, you're disagreeing with him, the scholar?
response video with Dan McClellan that was nice and quick, tons of views,
You take that back. Of course he's disagreeing with the scholar. What am I even talking about?
because that's how TikTok works. It's just the nature. She makes a 4-minute video where she just rambles about nothing with no basis, no evidence, and the freaking anti-Christians eat it up and say this is all facts and true. Christians don't even read their own Bible. Bro, you don't even read our own Bible.
Good one. What's that word you love? Based. Yeah, that was based. Your face is what doesn't even read my own Bible. So yeah, idiot.
Sure. On to my next point. Whenever I ask a Christian, why does God allow so much evil? They always say, because God allows us the gift of free will. And without free will, we would just be robots. And
This is literally the complaint that you said earlier. Would I even be me without the option of evil? You literally said that. This is your own complaint, you freaking moron.
Again, she didn't fucking say that, man. She was saying, if you don't have your memories, would you be you? And yes, you would remember your sad memories. And would you be you if you can't remember your sad memories? Because we are the collection of our experiences and our memory of them, to which we have gathered all the data that we have and informs our current decisions. That's who we are. Her point was, if you got a fucking brain wipe, then you're not you anymore. If you can't remember the sad times, you're not you anymore. That was her fucking point, man. When the fuck did she ever say that you got to be, that you know, I need, I need to bad things to happen because, you know, free will or whatever. That she didn't say that. God damn. It's like he's isolated on that one thing and just lies about it the whole video. Like we didn't just watch it like 30 minutes ago. I don't know. How long have we been responding? We're responding to the response of the response. God damn it.
My goodness. You literally said this freaking not even a minute ago in your own video. That would I even be me if I didn't have the option of evil?
Is that what she said? She said, if I don't have the option of evil? I do not think that's what she said. I don't remember that part.
Ain't no way. Bro.
Did I miss that? Did she say that, guys? Y'all, I'm sorry. Did she say you're not you unless you can, you know, do some serial killer?
Bro.
there is no good without evil. Wait a minute, but in heaven, there's no evil, right? There's no sin or sadness, and everyone is good and pure. Let me get this straight. You say that evil exists because we have free will. If we didn't have free will,
Right. It's not because in heaven, there's no possibility evil. Again, read the book.
Oh, you can possibly be evil in heaven?
You're critiquing. How did Satan get thrown out of heaven? Ladies and gentlemen, how did Satan get thrown out of heaven? Anyone? Bueller? How did it happen?
Because that was when God removed free will from it, wasn't it? Yeah, again, and again, also, that's why your book's incoherent, man. Yeah, you're pointing out the logical flaws with your own fucking beliefs, and yet you think that you're like tearing her apart. You're just demonstrating how dumb your beliefs are, dude. Because the whole thing is, oh, God can't be in the presence of evil, yet Satan was in his presence a bunch. Especially if you believe that Job was had the devil, you know, tempting God or whatever, or, you know, making bets with God. So yeah, and then other places and other doctrines, they'll sit there and say that, oh, God, the reason that God has to do all this is because he can't be in the presence of sin. And sin would just burn up in his presence. So even though the devil never burned up in his presence. So yeah, your book's just incoherent, man. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Was it by not sinning and not doing evil? Did he get thrown out for being a great guy?
So what is your point? So you're saying that you think that you can do evil in heaven, but you just don't want to? Like you're just like, no, I could do that, but I'm not going to because I'm better than that. No.
He sinned. He sinned. He did evil in heaven. So why is there? It's the logical thing is here. It's not.
Yeah, and it's kind of you destroying your own logic within your belief system. You dipshit.
That there's no sin or evil in heaven because it's impossible to do it. It's because you're going to be a creation that doesn't seek it out. You're
Oh,
going.
God.
This is
You are making this up, dude. You would get slapped in the face if you were saying this type of stuff at Calvary Chapel when I was growing up. People were like, you shut your filthy mouth. You sin. Repent. Go say you're sorry to a wizard. Okay? Saying stuff like that. We know you can't sin in heaven, and the streets are gold. That's pretty much all we know.
the process. This is the process of sanctification. We start broken. We work to being that type of being. That's
It's again being. It's being. What is wrong with the way you talk?
the whole point. It's not the simple fact that you just can't do it. It's impossible because Satan and a third of the angels did it. I'm gonna have a panic attack.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, probably because you're it's called cognitive dissonance, and you're holding two conflicting beliefs simultaneously there.
we would all be robots. And also, heaven has no evil. Here on earth, we're all sinners and nobody's
Ain't no way she got that attitude, and she ain't never read the damn book.
What's up, Burns? How we doing, man? So my dog is reacting to a high-pitched voice to freaking them out. They getting all freaked out about it.
perfect. But if we are made to be perfect in heaven, then wouldn't we all be exactly the same? Robots. How would our appearances change to be perfect? What does that look like? Would I
Abby,
It's just
What do you got for this?
so dumb. It's so
Why?
dumb. There's
Why?
not like one perfect picture of what
Who's Blursula back here? Like, what is happening, dude? Like, why? What is this person in the back that he lets speak every so often? But no, I really do want to hear like a brilliant argument as to why it's not robots.
it's just so dumb. It's so dumb. There's not like one
Because
perfect picture of what we're supposed to look like.
what?
but
I assume our bodies will just not be so broken and
but the assumption
sad.
here that's driving me is we are going to be made to look perfect rather than we're going to be made to understand that looks has nothing to do with perfection. Listen,
Oh, so we're all going to be ugly. Great, making heaven better by the second here, John.
a lot of girls nowadays, I ain't getting no short king, right? Do you think that these girls are going
Ain't getting no short. What?
to understand that looks has nothing to do with perfection? Listen, a lot of girls nowadays, I ain't getting no short king, right?
I have no idea what the fuck he said. What? I'm about to put like the subtitles on. What?
Do you think that
What do y'all think? Let's see. Hold on, let me read some comments now. Been letting this play. I get kind of lost on this dude because it's just he and there I was. I set him up. I was like, some logic stuff, and then this is like what you get. I almost want to apologize. Well, I have heard him be logical other times, so I don't know. He's just maybe he took a blow to the head a couple days ago. I don't know this is not what I was expecting. Joe Dirt said one idea on origin of Satan and fallen angels is Judaism was polytheistic in the beginning, and the fall is when monotheistic Judaism started. That's interesting. Yeah, and it's funny too because I have heard that. I mean, because this is a problem right here, because you're kind of right from a certain perspective, but what I think the girl in the video, I think what she is critiquing is like the modern doctrine that we're all used to when people are talking about heaven and everything. Now, what and a lot of what they have done with their modern doctrines and everything, like him, has completely reinterpreted the Old Testament. Because when the Old Testament was written, you're right, it was monotheistic or polytheistic. Like you can see throughout the Bible, it talks about other gods existing and everything. It was in the New Testament, when the New Testament came out, Paul started saying that all those gods were actually demons. And then it's like, oh no, it's one God, even though it's three, but just one and three, but one. But it's also, and the other gods that we mentioned in the Old Testament were actually demons. That's when it kind of switched because according to like the old Old Testament. It was just completely different, and the gods were different. They weren't they weren't all powerful. They weren't all knowing. God of the Bible was not all powerful and all knowing, and you could see that. He like says that he regrets stuff. He makes mistakes. He's just like a person, but with like power and stuff. Like, and that's the way that God was interpreted back then. But it's been reinterpreted. And then when you come up with these new doctrines, you're having to like do all this like brain pretzel shit to try to make it all fit with like the new interpretations and stuff. And you're even calling out, I mean, he's even calling out his own like problems with the reinterpretations, with like the devil and everything turning bad, and like sin like being in heaven and turning bad, which I always thought was weird. I remember thinking that when I was a kid. I was like, hold on, I thought the whole point was that we can't be in the presence, that sin can't be in the presence of God, otherwise it burns up. So why didn't the devil immediately just burn up? And then not only that, he sends him down to like the garden where he's about to start the human existence. And he's like, here, I'll just put the demon that I know is terrible. I'll put him right there in the garden. And then they'll also say that no, the hell wasn't made for people. It was just made for the devil and his angels. Well, then how the fuck did he get in the garden, genius?
These girls are going to care in heaven on whether or not they're short.
Or all the short guys are going to get
They're all going to be 6'1".
stressed out.
All 6'1". That's perfection.
Bunch of Gumbies.
6'1". That's the standard. She got us, ladies and gentlemen. She solved she solved the problem of atheism. She proved all Christianity false because listen,
that wouldn't be atheism. Okay. You know what?
6'1". A lot of people think it's perfect. Some people don't. So some people in heaven, their idea of perfection is being 6'2". Some other people's idea of perfection is 6'1". You can't be both. One of them's got to be perfect. So which one is it? And if you're sick, she solved it. She conquered us, guys. Listen, I'm sorry. You should all leave your faith. Christianity has now been disproven. It has now been disproven.
It's funny when he's doing this because I don't think she's proven it, but she is kind of showing how stupid the beliefs are. But yeah, because perfect is something that we interpret. So you're saying that true perfection is whatever God thinks, and of course what it ends up being is true perfection is whatever he thinks, whatever God thinks might be.
Just be a soul with no thoughts of my own, made to be artificially happy forever. Your soul will only feel happy about it, so you won't even care. I care now. And who am I without sin? If I wanted to eat an entire
Yeah, who even am I without sin? Okay.
Wow.
She said it again. Who am I without sin?
You get that like sin is not always like hurt. He takes it like it means it's hurting each other, which is so funny because that is rarely what sin is in the Bible. It's rarely like something that is like, oh, you punched another person in the face. That's a sin, according to God. No, it's like you thought a thought that you weren't supposed to think. So that was a sin. It's like stupid shit. Or not respecting a day. The commandment that nobody ever follows, but talks about how the commandments are like the basis of all morality.
Oh my goodness, it hurts my soul.
pint of ice cream. Wouldn't that be gluttony? Am I allowed to do that?
No.
No, you can't be gluttonous. It's one of the 7 deadly sins.
No, you can
But-
eat an entire.
You also probably won't want.
Would it be a sin? Would it be a sin to eat an entire tub of ice cream in heaven?
To do that. Because here's the thing, I know eating a pint of ice cream is not good for me. I'm not going to feel good. But
But we have eternal bodies.
I do it anyway. Actually, I don't do that. But
No,
like
but
people do.
No, I don't let you do that. You're not allowed to do that. So use a different example, please. Okay, just maybe cigarettes or something.
even if you did, no, it's not a sin. Here's when it's a sin. If you're eating entire pints of ice cream every single day and you start looking like Beluga the whale, right? That's when it starts becoming the sin. Right? That's gluttony, because then you're taking in excess of not. But no, absolutely, you can enjoy things. There's an entire.
Jesus, of course, he's got to throw that in there. If he wasn't unlikable enough, yeah, it's a sin when you eat ice cream so much that you get fat and shut the fuck up.
Entire book of the Bible, Ecclesiastes, that's all based on the idea of enjoying things. Drink your wine, eat your food. God made this for you. Life is short.
It says, do not get drunk with wine, but on every word that comes from the Father's mouth, or some stupid shit. I don't know.
Do it. That's the whole book of the Bible. But here's the thing. If you have all
I think that's what he said. Yeah, Miss Non Sequitur said, so being fat is a sin. Of course. Yeah. No, it's like, and what's really sick about it is like a lot of that, kind of behavior is due to capitalism and food deserts and shit, and trauma responses. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's but it's a sin. But it's a sin because of the situations that they find themselves in a lot of times.
all the ice cream and no one else has ice cream and you're eating it all, you're a douche. You're in sin.
That's capital. What? That's like what you're like, oh, having too many resources that you could never use in a million lifetimes while other people don't have enough to feed their children. That's a sin. And then, but they're like, but don't put any guardrails on capitalism ever. Okay. Just, billionaires can do whatever the hell they want. All right. And just get over it. They're good people. All right. Now you poors, look how lazy you poors are. All right. Well, then work at 2 sweatshops. I don't know. Take some all-night shifts after you've worked all day. God, quit complaining. Be better. Get your fucking bootstraps. Okay.
Right. That, like, my goodness, freaking gracious. Like, just
Say fuck you, weirdo.
every one of these, there's this old saying that atheism is a path littered with red Bibles. BS, bullcrap, nonsense.
What? Oh, with red. I was thinking like the color. I'm like, what? Why would the Bibles be red? That's weird. Usually they're black. Usually, I'm just saying.
Buffoonery. No, y'all didn't read the Bible. But here's how they say they read the Bible. They read bits and pieces throughout years, and they just determined that eventually they read the entire Bible.
Dude, you know that most of us, have been Christians before, right? And you know that a lot of us are especially pissed off because of how dedicated we were to the belief system that we figured out was fucking bullshit. So yeah, we read the Bible. I read the Bible every damn day. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, they didn't read the Bible. Yeah, we did. It's you. It's just that, now we're reading it with a brand new set of eyes, where we're not just going to decide whatever it says is super awesome and totally logically coherent, and always makes the best sense, and God's always good, and all that type of shit. We're not looking at it that way anymore, and we're going, holy shit, wow, this thing is really stupid. Yes, there's tons of red Bibles. What are you talking about?
Right? Well, obviously I read
Not the color.
this year, and this year. But I guarantee you, the vast majority of these deconstructioners, I'm going to put money down that this woman.
You're saying deconstructioners. So you're saying that they were Christians. You think they were all Christians that didn't read the Bible and then became atheists or whatever, and then just said that they did?
Never sat down, opened the Bible, read the thing front to back. Right?
I mean, that's really boring. Have you ever done that before? It sucks. Like the only real way to do it is when you get one of those booklets that's like, hey, you're going to read this verse first. They always start you in John, because I think that's like the most important book. But and then they kind of jump you around so that you're not getting bogged down in like begots and stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's pretty damn boring. Certain places there.
Abby, how long have you been a Christian?
My whole life.
How many times have you read the Bible front to back?
My whole life. I actually never got saved because I was born saved.
Don't know. Probably like 3.
I know of one
That I've
time. I know
tracked.
one time you did it because I was there when you did it. So I know one time you read the entire thing.
I think maybe 3.
Yeah. But tracked front to back, right? Most Christians haven't even read the entire Bible. I've asked you guys, right? I've read it front to back twice. And the amount of times I've read it.
Yeah, see, I read, I don't know about front to back. Like I said, I went through those things. Like, and I can't even think what it's called, like a Bible study guide or whatever. And it's like, by the end, you will have read the whole Bible. I did those, and that even had extra reading attached, But no, I definitely read the whole Bible. I don't know why he thinks this is something that is, like, oh, atheists couldn't possibly. It's 9 times out of 10, it's the damn Christians that haven't read the fucking thing.
Outside of doing front to back, I don't know. But I also do this for a job. So I kind of have to
And if you want something in your front to be in somebody's back, yeah, it didn't work. We're going to have to cut that out after. That was really, wow, that was stupid. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. Figured there was something but the front and back I could play with. Anyway, and if you want to play with somebody's back, boom, okay. But I didn't say play it the last time. Never mind. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley and check out to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. All right, there we go. That's pretty good
to read it. But
second one was, but didn't really work in the long run.
Most people don't. And they just invent these ideas and these narratives because
what? Are you sure? Yeah, they're the ones inventing the narratives. Oh my God.
Because of just stupid concepts that somebody else told them.
In heaven, can you sin in heaven? Can I litter in heaven? Would littering
Yes, you can. You won't.
still be a sin?
You can. You won't. What a weird version. I've never heard that interpretation of heaven before, where everybody can sin, but they just don't feel like it. Yeah, because they want to be nice or whatever.
And if it didn't cause any harm, would the receipt I threw just poof?
You just assumed sin is egalitarian or utilitarian. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
What?
Well, I don't know why she's assuming that our bad actions are just going to disappear.
Say, wait, John said, shit, my ADHD didn't allow me to get through the begots in the Bible. Abraham beget, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I hated that part. Usually I just skip over it. I'm like, all right, where's the last begot? My God, really?
Like, of course it's still going to be bad, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not bad.
Right.
Just like I don't litter now. I can, I don't.
That's so far, that's the best thing that anybody on this channel has said. Good for you, lady. I can't, it really does bother me when I see people litter. It's like, what the fuck? Why? What did you do? There's a trash can right there. Okay. Just walk up to the Circle K. It's got a trash can right outside you. Oh my God. You walked right past it and then you threw the wrapper on the phone. Oh my God.
Right. Based.
Way in heaven, you won't even want to sin. So the desire I have right now on earth to eat a pint of ice cream will be restricted somehow in heaven? Would my thought?
No, you will become a being that has learned.
No, I'm going to make up stuff and say that I know what it's going to be exactly like, even though I'm just pulling shit out my ass.
Listen, okay, look, it's a simple concept. You go to heaven, or not even go to heaven. Right now, today, go ahead, eat a pint of ice cream every single day. Go ahead, see what happens. Tell me how you feel. And tell me if you've learned that, hey, maybe not eating a pint of ice cream every single day is a good thing.
I don't even really feel like that's that big of a deal. A pint? Really? Like that? I mean, he's acting like it's just so bad, so crazy that, eating a pint of ice cream each day. I don't know. Maybe that's bad for you. I don't know.
Right now,
I do eat a lot of ice cream. I'm going to be honest. And I stay quite fit. So I think it really depends on the person.
No, sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I feel like people do this with their children. Their children want to eat candy, like a copious amount of candy, and they're like, all right.
Eat a whole bunch of
candy. And then they eat a whole bunch of candy and they get sick. You're like, well, maybe you should have done that.
Yeah. So you learn these things.
So is it bad because you get sick? So what about sins that don't make you sick, dude? Like, what about those? Like, what about thinking lusty thoughts? I can think plenty of lusty thoughts without getting, I don't even know what you would get, but fat or whatever,
Fan says, I do eat a pint of ice cream every single day. You learn these things. And then
see, I told you, it's like, you're like, why are you acting like that's so crazy? That's not that big a deal. Like, I did that especially when I was in, I want to say like in my 20s, maybe. Dude, I ate tons of pints of ice cream.
You become a person that says, hey, yes, I could eat a whole pint of ice cream.
Lusty and busty thoughts. That's right. That's the sexy duo. I mean, it sounds like a sexy buddy cop movie or something that's actually a pornography. Yeah, Lusty and Busty bust those bad guys.
It's an option. I'm not going to, not because God did a lobotomy on you.
Busty's the straight-laced one. Lusty, now she's she's always given the straight-laced one a hard time. Straight-laced one getting angry all the time. You know what I mean? And she's the loose cannon. That's what that is.
And took out your brain is because you've become a being that understands that eating a whole pint of ice cream every single day is not the funnest thing in the world. It's not.
It's pretty fun. I mean, not the funnest thing in the world, no, but I mean, it's pretty fun.
Oh, that was a great time. Let's do it again. Like
terrible. It's not even a different voice. And like it's just your voice, like slightly. Oh my god. Fucking.
These freaking TikTok atheists. Like, just listen. There should be a rule that you can't be a freaking deconstruction atheist until you've went to seminary or something. This is nonsense.
Lots of sin be removed.
Okay, so just Justin. Is that what it is? I wonder what he thinks of Justin. I would love to hear them. I would love to hear him call into Deconstruction Zone, dude. That would be so fun.
Repressed. If some thoughts are repressed and some thoughts are given, then how do I know if any of my
We never said any thoughts. Show me again one verse or one church tradition that says any of your thoughts are suppressed. Just one. But she's going to come to these conclusions because she never opened the damn book.
thoughts are my
He said, damn, it's under half a liter. Yeah, it's not that big. Like a bite is like, anyway.
own? Am I allowed to opt out? Am I allowed to leave? Am I allowed to ask questions?
Please, guys, don't do this.
Smoke up, Johnny. A banner year at the Bender house.
This would be awful. No, I do not need to go into a higher tax bracket. That'd be the worst thing ever. Please don't do that.
Oh my god. Shut the oh my. He's a don't tread on me person, isn't he?
Or would my mind somehow be altered to just accept everything and be happy about it? Before y'all try to be smart in the comments, obviously heaven is better than hell. But does that mean it's good? What's wrong with just going to where I was before I was born? I would rather just cease to exist than go to either of those places. Sure,
Luckily, that is what's going to happen.
And God might give you that. Listen, God is gracious. He very well may give you that. Like there's no issue.
What's up, AR? How we doing? That was really fun the other day. Like I went on a TikTok. I don't go on TikTok too often. I always forget. I kind of forget that it even exists a lot of times. And then until I'm like looking for something else, I'm like, oh yeah, TikTok is a thing. And then I'll start looking through stuff. And I went on a stream of AR's talking about objective morality and stuff. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. AR knows his shit.
I don't think it's true, but I don't think there's any issue with annihilationism. God very well may give you that. That might be your reward. But guess what? I'm going to be in heaven at peace.
Oh, so he has not an okay. He's not what is it called again? Annihilationist. But he's like, maybe. That's okay.
You enjoy not existing. I think listen, if I got to pick one of the two.
Enjoy not existing. Oh, I will. Okay. Oh, I will. If the alternative is this weird robot, everybody's happy all the time singing songs of eyeball monsters, I'm good. I'm picking
option A, bro.
Before you were born, there were no joyous experiences, but there was also no death, sorrow, crying, or pain, or pressure to be perfect. There is just
she literally
There's
this
not
whole
any pressure to be perfect.
the whole video. She says, "Am I even me without pain?" If the whole video,
no, without your memories of past pain. Oh my god, this guy is such an idiot.
Can I really find purpose or meaning without pain?
And that's the other thing. What the fuck would your purpose be? And like we as humans are purpose driven, even though, it's just like it's absurd, really. It's absurd that we are purpose driven creatures in an obviously purposeless universe. It's absurd. Absolutely, utterly absurd.
And then then at the same freaking breath, she says, "Why does God do pain?" And Ellis, oh my god, this is another rung of the tax ladder. This is nonsense. This is one of the worst.
And the requirements to get into heaven also make no sense. And I can talk about that for hours. But yeah, does anyone relate to my feelings or have any of these same questions?
I do. And yeah, I think you made a great video, young lady.
Because I haven't really seen this talked about.
You haven't seen this talk about also BS. This is literally all TikTok is if you're on religious TikTok.
Oh, really? They talk about heaven and the lack of free will and the arguing with their parents if because they enjoy it and they can't do that. And haven't they talked about that? Huh? That's literally what TikTok atheist. Shut the fuck up.
Literally everything you said is just regurgitation of other TikTok deconstructioners. And yeah,
It's
people do
absurd.
feel the way you feel because none of them know how to read. You made it to the end of the video.
Because none of them know how to read. Yeah. Nailed it, man. Good job. Boy. Did she look stupid by the end of that one? You know what I mean? Yeah. You're smart, you know? Man, that's crazy. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, what time is it? We got some time? What are y'all in the mood for? What are we thinking? I can go home and we could just literally pick something random if you'd like. It's up to you. What do you think? Roll the dice or go through some of my pre-planned stuff. This dude is funny. His name is Mr. Stick to the Script. Jers. Oh man, he's really not popular though. But I love watching some like unpopular atheist apologists not atheist apologist, just apologists that argue with atheists on TikTok. They're quite entertaining. Got to check it out. Also, this lady who seems to be quite upset saw heaven and came back with the warning. So there's that. Let's see what else we got. We got Inspiring Philosophy or IP saying that Democrat politician tries to defend abortion on Joe Rogan. Okay, I'm good on that. Then we got Jordan Peterson and Jesus, deafening silence when asked probably about Jesus. I don't know. It cuts off. I can't read the rest. We've got what are y'all feeling? Let's see. And when you do read properly, you misunderstood and take it as literal history. Yeah, that is true. I mean, isn't that the beauty of just making shit up? Is that you can always just make shit up. And as far as it's like people interpreting stuff, it's just everybody deciding what they like to think is true. It's faith. It's faith. That's just all it is. So it's I to get to decide whatever I want to think is awesome and true. We'll see if there's something new. And then if not, we'll bounce back. I was hoping that somebody would have reacted to the Jubilee thing from like the right wing perspective. You know what I mean? Because I'd kind of like to hear. What's his name? Eddie Hassan did Jubilee. It's like really big right now. It's already got like 5 million views or something. And holy crap, a fascist extremism has gone mainstream, which is insane. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe, and they're just saying it like it's not a big deal. They're just like, yeah, I want you out of my country. You're not white, so what are you even doing here? Okay, he's like, wow, you're just like fucking saying the stuff now. But yeah, just don't call me racist though. Okay, I will get mad about the label, but I'm gonna say the stuff though. Holy shit, what the fuck is happening? Why is this happening? Is this a real anti-communist, or did Jovan catch a troll? What do you think? We're a very smart level 10 cope turns into grape apologist. Oh yeah, I saw that one come up on, I want to say on Facebook. Justin posted it. I was like, yep, that happens a lot. Kirk reacts to growing pains and prophecy. We did Kirk last time. It's extremely demonic. Woman issues a chilling warning. Christians won't want to hear. Where are you all at? Any of these sound fun? Let me see. The song structure Kent said the song structure is absolute garbage too. What? What song? Where's the song? What song are you guys talking about? Well, anyway, you know what? Let me go. I know everybody wants Gina, but we only do Gina videos in the members only. Because there's only so much you can do with her. It's kind of just the same thing over and over. Let's see. The Bible is not the Word of God. Who decided it was? The Recovering Catholic. That sounds like an atheist channel. I guess it's probably because I have all these debate things. I like Justin. Let's do this one. I'm curious.
Why would God allow bad things to take place?
Well, I mean, that's not a question I have. I mean, if people have the ability to make decisions, obviously sometimes they're going to make bad decisions. I think the complaint from the atheists is not that people have the ability to do bad things, although some people do make a good argument for that to not be the case. I think the better question is, why does God allow horrific things that he causes, like children being born blind, children being born with bone cancer?
Oh, the heaven warning one? Okay, we'll do that. Harold, yep, sorry. I didn't see that. It didn't refresh fast enough. So it's okay. It was this guy, right? Hold on. Of course, now it's all different. God damn it. Hold on. It was that guy, right? So it's Nick Jones, dude. Hold on. Yeah, Nick Jones. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, it would have been in my history anyway. Okay.
All right.
Oh
y'all.
boy.
So this woman said that she was given a glimpse of heaven.
I got a feeling this is gonna be cringy. So, put on your cringe blockers,
And she said it's not what people think it is. She also said she was given a glimpse of the darkness, which I assume to be hell. And she said it's way worse than many of us think. Now, she was praying to God for an encounter. And I believe it was around 3 o'clock in the morning. She received just that, an encounter. And this video is moments after coming out of that encounter.
God, it's amazing how easy it is to be a Christian and go viral. All you got to do is act insane and then say that you validated their beliefs by just making up a story and then being like, this was right after I had my miraculous encounter with Jesus. It happened. I went to heaven. Yeah, that's right. I seen Kat, this pink-haired lady there. It's weird, She was just sifting through a bunch of body parts in a factory. It was fucking weird. I don't even know why there's a body part factory there, but
so I want to play this video. I first saw this on TikTok probably like a few days ago. Since then, it has absolutely taken off. And once again, I just think it's very interesting the amount of these types of videos that we're seeing come out right now in this day and age, because I have a list of videos just like this that are on my topic board to discuss, and they're all suggesting and they're all hinting at very similar things. And one might say it's a coincidence, but I think it's all connected.
You do? Weird. I never would have thought that you would think it was all connected. That's crazy. Nobody ever thinks that, It's just the smart people think everything's connected.
Anyway, let's play this video, then we'll have a conversation.
Cool. AR said, I felt like I went to hell in a dream, which was the spark that pushed me to be a Christian. I never posted it online, though, but the Christians around me gassed me up, though. Exactly. Oh, yeah, they'll love it if you do that, especially if you weren't a Christian and you're like, then God showed me hell. And I was like, man, I got to become a Christian. They're like, yup, that was God giving you a vision of the torture dimension that he's going to send you to if you don't just believe the thing I want you to believe. Do it. Just do it. Okay? You're going to get tortured.
God, tell me. I just came back. God, tell me. Oh God. So God told
God, I hate videos like this.
me. I was with the angels. Listen, they were dancing. And it was so many of
Why are you crying? Sounds fun. They were dancing angels.
them. They were dancing.
It was too much dancing. The dances made me. I don't know.
And
The person by the. Yeah. Okay. So they were what? What? Relax. Jeez.
I seen their wings. They had on these suits. I remember it was like a distinctive, like a baby blue, but it was like a sheer baby blue and a white.
What? What? What the fuck? What did you say? It was a share baby blue? What? What are you talking about?
Like a white sheer.
A white share?
And they were dancing.
What the fuck is a share? Do I not? Is that a piece of clothing I'm unfamiliar with? What the hell is a share?
And there was angels, and I got to walk. And I walked past the angels. And I heard God talking.
Oh my God, dreams are so boring. Okay, can you get to the fun part of the dream? You know, where you fought an alligator with a sword or something?
He was talking to me. He was talking to me. And he was telling me, he told me to tell people to get their life together. He told me.
I feel like most of the people that need to hear that have been telling themselves that for a while.
That is not what they think. He told me that everybody needs to open up their mouth.
And if you want to open up your mouth and do something really fun with it, you know, go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Get your butt something to suck on. Wow, that was not. Take out the suck out. That was the last line. Yeah, no, let's just do. You know, I'm gonna do the normal one, and then we'll just go with that. Yeah, okay. Get your butt some stuff, and stuff your butt. There we go. That was good, right? You get all that? Okay, cool. It's a shop talk, you know.
They need to pray. And all the judging, you can go to hell for judging people.
I think we're getting to the bottom of the crying now. Somebody clearly was judging her. She's like, God told me y'all need to stop doing that fucking judging shit, you bitch. Why would she say that? Well, I wasn't even trying.
Even if it's in your mind, if you don't say it out loud, it's literally every little detail. It's so detailed. When I say specific things, I mean, he told me to come
This person behind the camera could not be less convinced of this.
back and tell everybody the real. Like, it's like he told me to say so much stuff that he was talking to me, and as he was walking me through the angels, like it was
He walked you through the angels?
thousands of angels, and he told me to tell everybody, get your life together. Even me, he said, do things right, forgive. Don't just say that you forgive somebody. Like, you have to forgive them. Don't yell at your kids. Don't
I
miss.
don't understand that one. I hear that a lot too. Like, don't just say that you forgive, like actually forgive. How do you decide to forgive somebody? Right? Like either you forgive somebody like in the feeling portion of it, like in your heart, or you don't. Like you can say, yeah, I forgive them, and not actually mean it. Like, you can't just be like, oh no, I will decide to have forgiven the person. I don't know. I have a hard time with that one because it's like I feel like you can decide to let it go, you know? Maybe, is that what people mean by forgive? Just be like, try to let go of those emotions that were making them angry and everything. But like, as far as the forgiving them and being like, I'm going to just decide they didn't, like, it was that it's okay or whatever. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like, I don't feel like you can decide to do that. I almost feel like it's just automatic.
Treat them. Don't curse them. Don't curse nobody. Don't swear on his name. When I say it's so specific, it's so specific.
Stop swearing. Okay, says the lady in the. Is that the Scarface? What is it?
And little details.
Oh no, it's a different shirt. I thought it was a. Is it a Scarface shirt? Wait, what shirt is that?
And he walked me through the angels. And
It is a Scarface shirt. She's like, don't swear or say bad words or use God's name in vain. As she's wearing a shirt where they do all that stuff.
then he took me to the darkness. I don't never want to go there. I'm telling you, it's not what people think. And I
What is it? What is it?
promise you, you have to listen to me.
I'm listening.
It's not
I'm listening. You should just say it though with like a normal voice. This is a bit much.
what people think. It's not what people think. And I'm telling you, I say, God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. And he told me to change people. He told me to talk to people and tell them what I see. He's going to constantly take me to this place and take me. I was in heaven. Listen to what I'm telling you, babe. I got to see what it looks like. It was not like how people described it.
You know, this guy is like, he was on Plenty of Fish that night. You know what I mean? He's like, I gotta, hold on. I gotta make an account. This is, whoa. Damn.
I'm telling you, these, and I seen them with my eyes.
Plenty of Fish still a thing? Is that a thing? They do that? Is that one? No? I don't know.
I just came back. I promise you. I just came back. It's so, like, I'm so scared.
She's like, she keeps on being like, God told me to come back and tell everybody everything that happened. And then she just doesn't. She just keeps on going, no, but you told me to tell everybody like what it's like and everything. And then just does it. Like she's not really saying anything. Like describe some stuff. What's going on? Other than the blue share, whatever the hell that meant.
But you gotta calm yourself down.
I don't think you understand.
You gotta
This
calm
world
down.
is so evil. It's corrupt. Listen to me.
I know that.
It's so evil. I don't know.
It's like you gotta calm down first. You can't, nobody's gonna buy it. Okay, if you're sounding like this, okay, it's not, it doesn't sound very convincing. It just sounds like you're delusional or something.
Oh, it's
Stop yelling.
Stop yelling at me, okay? No, I'm sorry. I want to hear about heaven. Now, come on, yeah, bring it. Tell me about your dream. Oh God.
Calm down. Calm down, though. You have to calm down. I hear you, but you talking really loud and it's late.
And then people were trying to wake
But you're talking too loud, and it's too late for loud talking.
Yeah, I could see myself, and I could feel like I'm choking. Like it was like something was choking me, and I see.
It's shushing her now. Like what the fuck? God damn it! What a
My brother.
She's
And I
crying.
seen this guy named Ernest from the dealership. I seen him, and it was like I seen my mom, and it was some evil people in my family. And I'm talking about
What?
evil, dark, filled with darkness. I'm talking about a darkness that I can't explain. A darkness that is so dark
Yeah.
that
Extra darkness. I get it.
ain't no coming back from.
Mm.
And God told me to tell everybody that He is coming, and that it's time
Okay.
to change. Oh,
Yeah, we've never heard that one about before, man. Really? Jesus is coming? Cool.
I,
But if you want to be coming, just go to adamandeve.com, right? You could be coming yourself. And better than Jesus, because it would actually happen at some point. You know what I mean? Anyway. All right. Let's see.
and God, I can hear this song. They were dancing into the storm is over now. I
It's back to the dancing thing. Like that's so scary. That's so bad that they were dancing.
heard it playing. It was like God told me every detail. It was detailed. Like
Maybe try like saying some of the details that you've got. Just all like, is this like, no, it's very detailed. My dream that I had about heaven. It was very like this. The details were specific. Okay, and I'm not gonna say what they are, but they're very specific details. If I wanted to tell you, and believe me, I could. but I won't but they're specific.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. It was like
Takes a second to make up some stuff.
it was like that he was walking me through it. The angels, they were dancing.
Yeah, you've said dancing like 7 times now. When do we get specific, lady? Like, what is happening?
Like I could see them dance. It was like they were partner. It was like partners. And they were just dancing, and it was like it was so beautiful, and I could feel myself.
I'm sorry. Oh, God damn, it's fucking so stupid.
Going into the darkness after I left the light, I could feel myself. It was like I was choking. Like it's like you know how you being choked to death, right?
Yeah, no, that happens to me all the time. Actually, that's
like your tongue going numb.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
but only when I'm using the products from AdamandEve.com. You know what I mean? I won't do another ad, but I could have there. I could have. Just want the record to reflect. I could have done another one.
I was being choked. And it's like God allowed me to experience this is what will happen if you don't change your life. This is what will happen.
You'll get choked by God. Like, this is what's gonna happen to you if you don't do what I want you to do. Yeah, you'll be getting choked.
If you don't get your life together, go back.
Is it like an eternal choke? Is that like how does that work? That's just the discomfort of not being able to breathe, but none of the actual dying that comes from it.
I can tell these people.
The irony is, like, a lot of people actually like to get choked, but I think there's a domination kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. Anyway,
go back and tell them what you saw. Go back and tell them what I said, and it's just so hard.
We would love it if you would do that at some point and maybe provide some of the details instead of just repeating that they were dancing and wearing blue share things.
It's hard for me. And you don't understand. You don't understand.
I think she needs to get checked in somewhere. Honestly, that's what this sounds like. It sounds like a break, like a mental break.
It was so scary. It was scary. It's like I leave here and I go somewhere else, and when I come back, I wake up like this because nobody understands. I think the world was.
John said, "Choked by God." Cue the Adam and Eve. Bro, I did. You get it though. Yeah.
Understand what I just seen. I don't think you understand. It's hard to.
Oh, now it's good. AR, kudos. AR said, and if you're planning to get nailed like a messiah, go to Adam and Eve. Yeah, brilliant. That's actually really good. I'm just gonna randomly say that sometime. It's gonna be completely not to do with anything that we're watching, but it's just gonna come out of left field, and it'll be funny. You'll see. Just wait. You're not gonna expect. It's not today. It's not gonna be tomorrow. So it could be a year from now. But when it happens, oh boy, it'll get you.
Explain. It's hard to
but I
explain
do
what
understand.
But it's hard to explain what I've seen because
Listen though,
I have dreams sometimes too.
Told you I've experienced those type of dreams. When I've come back, I even looked at my body. I've been to that other side before. I told you that.
It's deeper. It's deeper than what
Of course.
It's like, no, mine's more realer than you. Don't try to out story me, okay? I fucking hate people that do that. Oh yeah, with your story. We're kind of talking about me right now, okay? Were you in heaven like 2 seconds ago? Okay, are you waking up out of a dream that you were in heaven? No, that's me. Why don't you save your fucking story?
You can't. It's something that you can't explain. It's nothing that you can't explain because it's not of this world.
Oh,
but you have to understand. You have to understand.
I asked him. I told him, and I asked.
She's just gonna. It's gonna act like you're not. I'm just gonna act like you're not saying anything right now.
And I asked him, and I asked him, and I asked him, and I said, "God, forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was this deep. Like I didn't know it was this detailed. I didn't know.
Who's the guy with the white? Who's the guy with the white headphones pretending like she's not fake? Her husband, boyfriend? Oh, boyfriend, I think, right?
But your heart has to be pure. Your heart has to be pure to love people.
Logan said, "What are we watching now? This sounds abusive. It kind of feels abusive, actually, too, now that I think it's making fun of this lady crying. But it's funny. The stuff she's actually, the crying part's not funny. But, you know, the stuff she's saying whilst doing the crying, it's pretty funny.
I said that before, too.
I've done it. I've done it before. Okay. No, I have done the magical thing you're talking about.
God said he'll forgive all no matter what. Even if you commit a murder, he will forgive you, but your heart has to be pure and it has to be open.
Well, after you do the murdering, you're like, but my heart is pure now. Now it is after I do all the unaliving.
And you have to receive him. And there's so many people in this world. There's billions of people who do not believe in him. And he's the one and only God. The one.
Look how serious he is. It's like, man. Oh, he's the guy with the white headphones. That's you. I was like, when did you see headphones? I was like, totally thinking you were referring to this video. I was like, maybe there was headphones when I was looking at the chat or something. I didn't see him. But okay. No, yeah, this guy. Oh, this guy's a genius, dude. He's really funny.
Yeah, you talk about that all the time.
The one and only God.
You talk about that all the time. What? Man.
You know, see, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but I couldn't help but think about this as she was speaking.
What is it? What do you want to talk about?
I couldn't help but think about this. Revelation 19. I couldn't help but think about this.
The
marriage supper of the Lamb, verse 6.
Just even the name of the thing is batshit. You know, it's not like you bring up Revelation and it's just like noodle soup of alligators in a yellow. Like that's what it sounds like. The marriage supper of the Lamb. What the hell are you talking about? Like that just doesn't mean anything. And then the rest of it continues to not mean anything. And in fact, it's just weirder and weirder until horns are taking over other horns until the dragon only has the one horn on his head. I guess it is kind of like a insane dream that you have. So maybe this does relate.
Then I heard what seemed to be the voice of a great multitude, like the roar of many waters, and like the sound of mighty peals of thunder, crying out.
Peals? What is a peel? It's like, okay, you can't peel sounds, dude. Okay, it's not a potato. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hallelujah. For the Lord our God, the Almighty, reigns. Let us rejoice and exalt and give him the glory. For the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. It was granted her to clothe herself with fine linen, bright and pure. For the fine linen is the righteous deeds of the saints.
What? For the fine linen is the righteous deeds of the saints. So she's wearing these dudes' deeds? Weird.
And the angel said to me, write this, blessed are those who are invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb.
He's trying to sound like impactful and everything, charismatic, but he's clearly, just having to read it because he's not.
Blessed are those who are invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said to me, these are the true words of God. Blessed are those who are invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb.
Blessed. Yeah, blessed are those. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow, that's so deep.
I couldn't help but think that as she was saying what she was saying.
Why? What does that have to do with anything?
I want to read something else. The preeminence of Christ.
Is this in Revelation 2?
Colossians 1:15.
Oh man, boring.
Let me just read it.
Wait, is it that he is the image, the invisible God? What does the word image mean? Like, what is this? But it's invisible. Okay, got it.
He is the image of the invisible God. Talking about Jesus.
He's the picture that is invisible.
Somebody asked you who is
What?
Jesus. There's several different explanations that I'm sure that you could give. Colossians 1:15 beautifully describes Jesus. And I love.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was saying, wait, what was I saying? That reminds me of a story when I won the best story contest. And then 20 go to 10 said, was saying I was saying that hates when people tells a story and someone tries to top it. God, it does bother me, right? That's weird. Like, what is up with that? Like, you can't win stories, okay? It's not a competition, man. Things just happen to people. You don't have to. It's just weird when people do stuff like that, and they're like almost always lying. It's always ends up being it's like really stupid, you know. And you're like, oh, I got a car accident, and I actually, I don't know. I thought I broke my neck, but I didn't. You're like, oh yeah, I had a whole part of a house go through me. I had all the way through too, out the other side. I was held together by the thing that went through my body. Yeah. But we could talk about your like splinter or whatever the fuck you were talking about. Anyway,
this so much. And as soon as I finished watching this video for the first time, I was led to this. Colossians 1:15. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth.
God, the Bible just kind of says the same stuff over and over again, doesn't it? I don't know why you need to read this multiple times to be like, yeah, that's dumb. It's bullshit.
Visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him.
Man, wow. Isn't that like 20 other verses? Like this is or is this just me always hearing this one verse over and over again?
And he is before all things. And in him, all things hold together. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead.
What? He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead. What the fuck? How do you read this and be like, man, this is totally deep and meaningful stuff?
That in everything he might be preeminent.
That in everything he might be preeminent? What is... Okay, oh my God. I'm about to be like, hold on, no, let's really break this apart. What does he mean by preeminent here? Oh, it's like, I'm not even going to do it.
He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead. The beginning, the firstborn from the dead.
Sounds like metal lyrics, dude. Firstborn from the dead. You know?
Verse 19. For in him, all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell. And through him, to reconcile to himself all things, whether on earth.
Yep. Yeah. Bob's like Nick Jones. 1.04. Okay. So it's not 1.4. It's not 400,000. It's, I'm not going to do the math. It's a million subscribers. 1.04 million. This guy. What the fuck? Anyway.
Or in heaven, making peace by the blood of his cross. And you, who were once alienated and hostile in mind, doing evil deeds, he has now reconciled in his body of flesh by his death, in order to present.
I stopped listening. I don't. What is does anybody following this shit?
You holy and blameless and above reproach before him, if indeed you continue in faith.
What does this have to do with the crying heaven lady that saw darkness and also the dancing angels wearing blue shares or whatever? Like, what the fuck?
Stable and steadfast, not shifting from the hope of the gospel that you heard, which has been proclaimed in all creation under heaven. and of which I, Paul, became a minister. Verse 21, and you who were alienated.
Oh, really? Logan said, Peel. It's a loud, long sound like a bell. A peal? What the fuck? What? Where? Like how? Like what? Where'd you get that definition? I've literally never heard anybody be like, wow, did you hear that? That is a peal of noise right there. Whoa. It's pealing all right. You know, what? Like, what the fuck?
Going back, and hostile in mind, doing evil deeds, he has reconciled in his body of flesh by his death in order to present you holy and blameless and above reproach before him.
Okay.
So we made the mess. We made the mess.
What mess? What are you talking? She was talking about people getting their lives together, you know? And as long as she tells everybody to do that while crying hysterically, people will listen, I guess. I don't know.
We made the mess.
Third time you said that.
But Jesus took the mess upon himself. Cleaned it.
And if you want to take the mess, if you want to take the mess on your face, go to adamandeve.com. Jesus Christ. That was a good one. You could leave that one, Kevin. Yeah, no, that one's good. Please don't take that one out. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout. Get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. Doing them quick today. There's quite a few. So, you know, just rocketing through them.
Up. In order to present us holy, blameless, and above reproach before him.
Giselle, stay away from the eyes, though. Have you ever got cum in your eye? It burns. It's worse if they have like a high protein diet. It's wow, especially if they eat like, never mind.
If indeed you continue in the faith, stable and steadfast, not shifting from the hope of the gospel that you heard. Not shifting.
Shifting, you say? What else does shifting? Like the key on the keyboard, it makes little letters capital. The nation's capital. The nation's capital is a white house. White house, white out is used to get rid of writing. And I've kind of lost it. I didn't know where to go with that, but
continue stable and steadfast in the faith.
What's up, Spider? How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Doing okay? So I can't believe you just quoted one of my favorite tricks, as I always said.
Continue stable and steadfast in the faith.
Hey Jay, how we doing? What's up?
Colossians 2. Therefore, as you received the Lord, so walk in him, rooted and built up in him.
And if you want to get nailed like a Messiah, go to adamandeve.com. See what I mean? See how it goes? See how it goes good, right? Because you start off thinking, I'm going to say something about the being in him, you know what I mean? But then I go to ARs. That was brilliant. It was good.
And established in the faith, just as you were taught, abounding in thanksgiving.
What?
A couple things.
Oh, God.
Colossians 1. What do we see?
I honestly stopped listening. My eyes sort of just went cross-eyed there. So I kind of, why don't you just tell us? Please don't ask me again. Hate that. Like, and Jesus saves you from what? Shut the fuck up. Don't do that to me.
We see the sacrifice that Jesus made for us.
God, they just think the same thoughts like over and over again. Like this causes dementia. I swear to God. Like it's just your brain just melts to nothing. They just think about the same shit over and over and over again. You better do crossword puzzles, buddy, before you just your brain melts.
Which, by the way, we did not deserve whatsoever. We cannot earn in any way. All we can do is receive that sacrifice, receive that free gift that he has given to us, right?
Right.
But then what does it say? If indeed you continue in the faith, stable and steadfast, not shifting.
From shifting, remember, the White House, right? Whiting out words, right? Shifting. Hello, come keep that in mind. Okay, that's good enough.
From the hope of the gospel that you heard, which has been proclaimed in all creation under heaven, and of which I, Paul, became a minister.
What do you got for that? It's so, do you see how, like, for whatever reason, reading the Bible makes people, I swear, I think it's like people that want to like fake being smart or feel like they're like well read, or not well read, but like they know something that they can now teach other people because they know about a thing, and they want to feel like that, but they don't want to have to actually like go learn something that maybe somebody else doesn't know. The Bible gives you the opportunity to just pretend like you know a thing or two like better than everybody else. I mean, you just gotta talk about it right. You know what I mean? You just gotta inflect your voice as if you're bestowing some kind of knowledge that you've gained to all those other people that don't know the stuff that you know, when you're just making shit up and sound like a weirdo.
That's Colossians 1. And then when you look at Colossians 2, what does it say? Therefore, as you received Christ Jesus, the Lord, so walk in him. What did I say previously?
Oh my good God.
We did not deserve the gift that he has given us by way of the cross.
Yeah, it's like the basis for everything. They just like for Christianity, man. This is just like, wow.
Blood that he shed on the cross. We did not deserve that gift whatsoever. All we can do is receive.
We didn't deserve the torture, murder of the God that sacrificed himself to himself because blood magic, but we didn't deserve that magical blood. Okay. Just guts and entrails and just
receive it, right? Colossians 2, therefore, as you received Jesus Christ, the Lord, so walk in him, rooted and built up in him, established in the faith, just as you were taught, abounding in thanksgiving.
God, it is a broken record. It's just the same thing. I mean, to be real, most of these things are just Paul writing letters to churches, being like, you don't deserve Jesus' forgiveness, whatever, over and over. And and it's almost like he writes the same letter to all these other churches, and yet just says the same thing basically over and over and over again. And everybody reads them all like it's so deep.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Oh, what? Really? Man, what stuff?
That is trying to get you unrooted from him, to focus on.
There's literally a word for that. It's called uprooted. Oh my God.
The negativity. I can't. To focus on the lack of hope that others have.
Unfucking believable.
To try to pull you into that same belief that they have. But you must stay rooted and built up in him. How do you stay built up in him?
You got to get some products from adamandeve.com, obviously, if you want to stay rooted in him, that could go either direction, really. Yeah. Anyway.
Keep consuming the knowledge of him through the Bible. Keep seeking him in prayer, in your fasting, in your worship.
In your fasting? What? Keep seeking him in your fast. Be like Christian harder, okay? Like really be like Christian. Oh my God.
Let what you do be a reflection of your beliefs. If you are saying that you believe in Jesus Christ,
Oh my God.
you should be moving differently. You should be walking differently.
How are you shaming people you don't even know? What the fuck? How do they do this? If you actually were living according to Jesus, you'd be living differently. No, I know. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah, John. I'm talking to you, John. Yeah, I know that you'd be living differently if you were actually following not you, John. It's a different. It's an example. I'm just, but he's just acting like he knows, like whoever is watching him, and he knows how they're not living according to God, and now he's shaming them for it. It's amazing. God, they're not even there. You're in a video, man.
You should be talking differently. You should be thinking differently.
Different from what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Let what you do be a reflection of your beliefs.
I feel like that's unavoidable, but okay.
So when others look at you,
No, what I do is actually a reflection of the things I don't believe. Yeah. Yeah. Figure that one out.
they see something different, something that is not of this world, something that points to Jesus.
Okay. Man, you're really smart. Wow, he just sits here. Oh my God. He hasn't said anything for
Ephesians 1 verse 13.
Thank God.
In him, going back to the in him.
Yeah, I know. And I'm really struggling to not go to Adam and Eve ad right now because of
we were just talking about. In him, you
stop repeating it. Stop.
Also, when you heard the word of the truth, the gospel of your salvation, and believed in him, were sealed with the promised Holy Spirit, who was given.
Can we get a moment of silence for Ozzy Osbourne? Is that what Ozzy would really want? I think he'd want a moment of like the opposite, whatever the opposite of silence is, because he's, right now he's riding that crazy train up into the sky. That's right. All the way up there.
Guaranteed our inheritance.
Be like that scene from Into the Spider-Verse at the very end where he's fighting that rectangle. It'd be kind of like that. Just flying up into the sky.
Until we acquire possession of it to the praise of his glory.
I'm not adding up his blinks, okay? I'm not. Wait, hold on. Let's. What, is he not blinking enough, or is he blinking too much? I haven't been paying attention to the blinks. I'm sorry. I guess I should have been. You're right. That is the most. That is much more interesting than the stuff he's actually doing. But okay. Okay, one. There we go. And he's just sitting here. Wow. Dude. Oh my good God. How does he just sit here with dead fucking air for this long? Oh my God.
I just think it's very interesting, especially right now. There's a lot of.
Is it just me? Is that normal? Is this a normal thing that happens in live streams where people just sit there? Oh. Like, what the hell? How do you just sit there for that? Like, it's like a fucking alarm goes off in my head. If I'm like, okay, it's been like 4 seconds and you haven't said anything. Like, I will lose my shit if I don't, like, make sure that I'm like talking enough to like fill the time. What the hell?
These types of testimonies that are hitting the internet right now. And like I said in the introduction, I don't think it's a coincidence. A lot of people gonna say, oh, it's just
What was a
It is what it is. It's
What's a coincidence? There's nothing was the same. What is he talking about?
a lot of people are going to try to downplay it.
What, the lady that was crying, saying that she dreamed about the specifics that she couldn't mention ever? But it was specific though. She did dream about how specific the specifics were, but she couldn't, really provide the specifics at all.
But instead of downplaying it, I would say take it as a reminder
Oh,
to reflect on your own walk with Christ.
really? Oh man, I'm so surprised that that's what you took from it. Man, you are good at this. You should start a church. My goodness.
Take it as a reminder to press deeper into your relationship with Christ. Take it as a reminder to cry out to God. And
Yeah, Ozzy passed. He passed away a few hours ago. Wait, is this even true? Are you messing with me? Because that'd be really funny if you were. But is that true? Is it seriously true? Yeah, it's not a few hours ago. Wow, that sucks.
ask him to use you in these days.
And if you want to be used in the days, just go to adamandeve.com, enter that code word Brentley, at checkout. That's all. No, that's it. I'm not going to go any further with that.
To use you as a vessel for his kingdom so that he can get the glory through any and everything that you do.
That is so weird. I mean, what is that about? I don't understand that. Like, so he can get the glory because you don't deserve it because you're a wretched piece of putrid puke. Okay, that's you. That's what you are. And if you ever do anything good, remember, don't ever take the credit for it. It was God doing it through you. You suck. You can't do anything right. Everything you do, it just breaks, just turns to crap. But God is the reason why good stuff happens sometimes. Like, I swear to God, they're just like subconsciously break your spirit over and over, break your own spirit over and over. Just do it. And then you're really easy to manipulate.
Because like I said, I don't think it's a coincidence.
What? It's what? A coincidence is when two things coincide. What things coincide? Like, what two things did you talk about that coincided? What the fuck are you talking about? What, the Bible verse existing and the lady saying Bible-y stuff? Like, what the fuck? Really? That's not. How is that a coincidence?
You know, people were getting upset in the comments because they were saying, what was the comment I just read? The top comment was, when you have an encounter, there is no calming down. Her husband was telling her to calm down. And I guess she said it's because this happened at 3 o'clock in the morning and their kids were sleeping. So he was telling her to like calm down and not wake up the kids.
Like, mommy's crying because she went to heaven. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Toby, hold on. Do you have a better cup that I could use to put on the wall so I can hear what's going on here? Because that's, but I think she had a magical experience or something. I don't know. Daddy's telling her to be quiet, though. He doesn't want to hear it right now.
Because I know some of y'all going to be saying that in the comments. Listen, it is what it is. I hear the message. I received the message. Let me know what you think. Get in my comments, like this video. I'm out, y'all.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Yes, you are. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out. This one was fun. All right. Let's see what we got here. Is anybody? John, AR said, hate preacher John A. MacArthur is gone too. I guess they just, yeah, that's weird. Both him and Ozzy. It's like, I guess a spot opened up in heaven and hell. No. Ozzy went to heaven. MacArthur definitely went to hell. Okay. I know. I thought maybe, you understood what I was saying, but, you didn't. Anyway, all right. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. This was super fun. Hey, please hit the like button if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it. If you want to support the show, you can support us by supporting our sponsor, adamandeve.com. Or you can do a bunch of other shit, right? You can become a patron at patreon.com/punkapostate. You can do a one-time thing on Cash App. Our cash tag is punkapostate. You can become a member by hitting that join button, and then you get access to a bunch of live streams that you probably missed, because a lot of them go to members only the second they're done being live. And so you can't go back and watch it unless you're a member. Then you have access to all that. But you can email me at punkapostate@gmail.com. You can join our Discord. We have a Discord. It's fun. A lot of people talk about stuff. You can give me suggestions in there and everything. Anyway, and follow me on all the socials. Okay. But the main thing is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. And we will see you next time.